Welcome to Teacher T's weekend trip, 1,600 kilometers using Royal Enfield Tripper navigation, part 2. So in this video you will see my average fuel economy for the trip, how I used the Tripper navigation, and actually how I found out a way of not getting it to disconnect every 10 minutes, so I could get it to last for an hour, maybe 2, before it would disconnect, but much better. And I'll show you how to do that in this video. So I rode 750 kilometers on my new Royal Enfield Super Meteor 650 from Chiang Rai in the north of Thailand all the way to Bangkok, all because I was given a free ticket to attend the motorcycle exhibition when purchasing my new motorbike. Well, what a day. I'm absolutely shattered, and now I've got to try and negotiate myself out of Bangkok in peak times. I'm looking for street 39. So I decided to ride to Ayutthaya, about an hour and a half north of Bangkok, an old historical city, and find a hotel for the night. I arrived at Ayutthaya at dusk after ordering a well-earned beer and pizza and using the restaurant free Wi-Fi. I was shocked that every well-known website had no rooms available. I was forced to ride another 2 hours north, stopping at every homestay on the way until I eventually found a vacancy. Well, that's better. I'm feeling less stressed today, and I'm enjoying the ride today, basically because I'm not rushing. I'm taking it easy. I've got all day to get home instead of rushing after school to get somewhere after dark. Oh, sounds like the Harley Brigade coming in. Let's have a look. Oh, yeah. Wow. They do sound good, right? They do sound good. So it's a bank holiday in Thailand, which is why I'm traveling on long distance. I get the Monday off from school. What I didn't realize, what I didn't consider, is that everyone is traveling on this weekend. So I could not get a hotel room last night. I struggled. I was driving till midnight until I actually found a very basic room, but it sufficed. I had some sleep, and today is really good. So here we are in Kamphaeng Phet. It's a diversion on the way home because it's an old historical city and it's absolutely beautiful. It is beautiful. Here is an old palace, an old temple for the king, I presume, and it's completely surrounded by a moat and old city walls. And yeah, what a beautiful day, what a beautiful cruise. Relaxed, feeling much better today. So I'm going to walk around here quickly in a minute to show you. To be honest, I'm enjoying this more than the motor show. It's a bit of history. I'd love to get my metal detector from England in here. Oh my goodness. Bound to be some buried treasures of gold here somewhere. Look at it, volcanic rock. Very ancient and very beautiful, even though it's in ruins. Wow. So I'm still down in the south really, and it's a lot hotter here than it is in Chiang Rai. So I'm looking forward to cooler Chiang Rai. Wow. Look at that, beautiful. So we'll try and research the history for you on this place to find out what happened, but it probably looks like fire, looking at the colour of the Buddhas. So that's it, a quick stop, a quick 5-minute stop. Cost me 100 baht, which I'm a bit sad about, but there we go. And the next stop is going to be Sukhothai, which has got loads of ancient ruins like this, about 10 times bigger. So I'm going to stop there quickly on the way back to Chiang Rai also. And I hope to be back at Chiang Rai sometime tonight. Don't want any hotel problems like last night. Right, so far on this trip, 1,150 kilometers. I've got at least 6 hours ahead of me before I get home tonight. And I'm only halfway now between Kamphaeng Phet and Sukhothai. And I will be stopping there to do more videos also. But I just saw this on the way, thought it was absolutely beautiful. And it's full of fish as well. So I think after nearly 15 hours in this seat on this baby, I think we've got to know each other very well. And it's a lot different than my Meteor, but it's not a lot different than my Meteor 350. The engine is superb, which is one of the reasons I bought this bike. The engine is absolutely superb. It's got such good acceleration, and it's happy to tick along at slow speeds also. So slow speed or high speed, it's fantastic. Cruising at low speed, it's lovely, a lovely experience. 60 to 80 kilometers per hour, it's a lovely experience. 100, a little bit dicey. 120, impossible on these Thai roads with that rear suspension and the hard seat. It's too much. You go over a bump, you're nearly flown into orbit. So I do need to either change the suspension or upgrade the suspension and upgrade the seat to a gel seat. So a bit of work to do. Also the handlebars, I'm in two minds whether to make them higher or not. But in all, I'm impressed with the engine, I'm impressed with the performance, I'm impressed with the cornering. I'm just not impressed with the comfort of the ride at high speed. Low speed, not a problem, but high speed, there is a problem. I did say to the wife, I'm not buying this bike for high speed. I just want to cruise as I did on my Meteor 350. I just want the power to overtake when needed. And it does that, it absolutely does that. But once you get a more powerful bike, you've got the tendency to ride it faster, right? So I either learn to slow down and have the comfort, or I speed up and need to change something. So we will see. But obviously on the way to Bangkok, I needed the speed. I had a time limit to get there, to get to the hotel before midnight, etc. And not leaving school till afternoon did cause an issue. On the way back, I've got leisure time now. I can just take my time. So a lot better on the way back. I'm enjoying the way back. Less traffic, cleaner air, better sights, better views. So the way back, lovely. The way to Bangkok, ooh, awful. And the motor show just absolutely tired me out, walking and walking and walking after a long ride. But there we go. So far, good and bad. Well, thank you McDonald's for my breakfast, and this is how we've got our tripper working. Let's see if it stays connected. Is it going to work? Is it going to work? Has it remembered my trip? Yes, it has, and it's on. So what I'm finding is I've got to have my USB plugged in and have a full battery all the time, and then it doesn't cut out, and then it remembers the trip. Even after I've been in McDonald's for 30 minutes, it's remembered everything, and it doesn't switch off anymore. And it's actually working, which we'll hopefully show you now. So I could just put the phone in my pocket. The cable's long enough for me to get over the bike. And everything's tickety-boo. At last we're happy with the tripper. Thank you, McDonald's, thank you so much. I feel human again. I cannot eat Thai food for breakfast. Cannot. So the tripper knows I've got to turn left. And it's counting down. Counting. Yes, come on. You're on video now. Behave. So it's now telling me to merge right, and then up ahead I've got to take the left-hand lane. Nothing changes until there is a change. So I've had the straight-on arrow for 70 kilometers before because there's nothing else to do. Nice gentle cruising, 100 kilometers per hour, just keeping my eyes open for those potholes that just appear out of nowhere. It's now signaling that up ahead I need to take the left hand lane. It's starting to flash. It's also counting down in meters on how far I need to travel before turning. Oh, and quick reaction, here's a pothole. It really doesn't take many of those hit at high speed to ruin a long journey like this. There's only so much punishment the body can take. And just to show you how bad Thai roads can suddenly get, and why I choose to stick with the tripper and not phone mount my phone on the handlebars. The phone was never recovered. Again, I think it was launched into orbit. And now for the fuel consumption over this epic journey. Bearing in mind it was city traffic, motorway traffic and mountain roads during the end. The average consumption was 22.56 kilometers per litre, or 63.7 miles per gallon UK gallon, or 53 miles per gallon US gallon. So for a big bike, I think this was fairly good. And please bear in mind this is a new engine. It's quite tight, so I think as it loosens up I'm going to get better MPG also. And the best is yet to come. Sukhothai and the mountain roads to Chiang Rai. Sadly we're out of time, so this is going to have to be part 3 next week. So please like, please subscribe, safe riding, and I'll see you in a video soon.